Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to call to order the Board of Commissioners meeting for the Southern Nevada Regional Housing Authority on February 18th, 2021 at noon in the Commission Chambers here at 340 North 11th Street, Las Vegas, Nevada. I'd like to ask Ms. Williams if she'll help us with the roll call and verify the compliance with the Nevada open meeting law.
Thank you, sir. Chairman, Mr. Scott Black.
Present.
Vice Chair, Ms. Olivia Diaz. Here. Commissioner, Ms. Cheryl Davis. Commissioner, Ms. Sharon Davis. Commissioner, Mr.
Here.
William McCurdy. Commissioner, Mr. Tick Sigerbloom.
Here.
Commissioner, Mr. Dan Shaw.
Here.
A quorum is present, and we are in compliance with Nevada open meeting law.
Thank you so much. If you would all be so kind as to stand and join me as we recite the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you for that. At this time, we will go to item number 2 on our agenda, which is public comment. Public comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters on the agenda for discussion and possible action. If you wish to be heard, come to the speaker's podium, clearly state your name and address, and please spell your last name for the record. The amount of time any single speaker is allowed will be limited to 3 minutes. If any member of the board wishes to extend the length of a presentation, this will be done by the chair or by the board by majority vote. Are there any individuals that would like to speak during public comment?
Beatrice Turner.
Hi, Ms. Turner.
I'm here for this agenda item that's on here for the hiring of a paralegal and an in-house attorney. I'm here for that because I was here at the last meeting and y'all tabled it. And I'm here today to see how this is gonna take place. Is you gonna table this? Let me know now so I can leave.
You'll know in just a few moments. Yes, ma'am.
And,
You won't have to wait very long because we'll get to the agenda. in
and
a
matter
moment.
of fact, your executive director was supposed to give me a request for information that they supposed to have, and I've been since November, and I have not got my request for information from him yet.
Is that regarding the agenda item you referenced, or is that a separate matter?
A separate matter that I've been asking for since last year.
Okay.
So now,
We'll
where's
follow
my
up on that.
request for information?
I don't know, but that's not posted on the agenda for today, but we'll certainly can look into that, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, we was on this last year,
Yes,
remember?
ma'am. Thank you. Any other individuals like to speak during public comment? Seeing none, we'll close the public comment and go to item number 3, approval of the minutes of the special meeting of December 11th, 2020. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved, Mr. Chair.
We have a motion by Councilwoman Diaz, a second by Councilman Dan Shaw. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any in opposition? Yes, sir. Mr. McCurdy.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I will be abstaining since I was not here during the last meeting.
Noted. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have a motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any in opposition? Hearing none and one abstention. Mr. Segerbloom, you're the only one that's on the video today. If you have any opposition at any point, if you'll just state your name along with that.
I will state my name, but I have no opposition.
Thank you, sir. That passes with one abstention.
Just watch in person.
Didn't catch what you said, sir.
I said I apologize. I didn't realize we're all in person today, so I would have been there. But
That's okay. We'll catch you next month. Thank you so much. Item number 4, approval of the agenda with inclusion of any emergency items and deletion of any items for discussion and possible action. The agenda that we have before you today will be modified as follows. The consent agenda, it consists of items 5 through 11, and also we will be moving item number 13 to the consent agenda. Items 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 will be tabled to a future meeting. With those changes, I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda as modified.
So moved.
We have a motion by Councilwoman Diaz, a second by Councilman Shaw. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any in opposition? Hearing none, that passes. Thank you. We'll go to section 2 of our agenda, our consent agenda, which consists of items 5 through 11 and 13. Are there any comments by the commissioners regarding the consent agenda? If not, I'll entertain a motion for approval.
Mr. Chair, just for formality purpose, I will not be voting on the consent agenda as I was not here.
Yes, sir. Thank you for that, Mr. McCurdy. Any comments or discussion regarding the proposed consent agenda, 5 through 11 and 13?
I'll second.
We have a motion by Councilman Shaw, a second by Vice Chair Diaz. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any in opposition? Hearing none, that passes. Thank you. We'll go to Section 3, item number 12 on our agenda today. Are there any individuals that we need to recognize at this time, Mr. Herron, that you're aware of that we've lost?
Mr. Chair, I haven't received a list of the departed, but we can include it in the next meeting.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Appreciate that. Item number 19, Section 5, item number 19, receive report. Are there any items that need to be brought to the attention of the board at this time from the executive staff, Mr. Herron?
Not at this time.
Okay, we'll go to item number 20 on our agenda today. Identify emerging issues to be addressed by the board and executive director at future meetings. Receive updates on activities and direct executive director accordingly. Are there any items that the board would like to bring to the attention of the meeting that we're having currently that we would like to discuss at a future, have agendized at a future meeting? Commissioner McCurdy.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. If the board is in agreement, I would like to have provided to the board a list of parcels owned by the Southern Valley Regional Housing Authority within Commission District D.
We'll instruct the staff to generate that report, and perhaps they can expand that to cover all of the jurisdictions relative to our board assignments, if that's appropriate. So we'll instruct Mr. Herron, the staff, to generate that report based on council and/or commission geographic boundaries. Okay.
He said it right, boy, bye.
You know, one thing I did, are there any other items? Councilwoman Diaz, yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And like that, we're, as a region, trying to ensure that the vaccination is available to all of our community members. First, I know that Commissioner Sagerbloom beat me to the punch and secured the assistance of Ms. Torrance in reaching out to some senior housing complexes that the authority manages. And so I just want to make sure that the agency helps in these efforts to make sure that all of our seniors are aware of, one, the opportunity to get the assistance to register if they don't know how to register, and three, cooperate with local health authorities and municipalities to bring the vaccinations on site. I know that transportation is an issue for many in our community, and so I just didn't want that to go without us publicly acknowledging that we're all in this together. We're all trying to make sure that vaccinations go to our communities, and just be patient with us, because as we know, the winter storms are really hitting the East Coast pretty bad, and that's disrupting our allocations and the shipments that are supposed to get to us that help us then get it in the arms of our community members. So just know that I hope that as an agency we can be a partner and move the needle forward on that front.
The vaccination needle. Just kidding.
Pun intended.
All right,
Ha
good.
ha.
All right, thank you for that. Thanks for bringing that to our attention and giving us that update. Are there any other reports from the board? I just wanted to say we have a new handsome face down at the end here, Commissioner William McCurdy from Clark County. He was newly elected last fall, and it's our honor to have you a part of our team, and look forward to working with you and collaborating with you as we try to move the work forward with affordable housing in our community. So welcome aboard, and we're excited to have you. Everybody know this fine gentleman, or would we like a brief introduction? Would you like to offer us a brief introduction about you? Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and it is my pleasure and honor to be here today. I was recently in the State Assembly, and I had the pleasure of serving with Councilwoman Diaz. We served 2 sessions together, with 2 sessions together. But my scope and focus is making sure that we serve our most vulnerable communities, particularly those in public housing. My focus is going to be on economic investment, as well as making sure that we expand opportunities for affordable, quality housing within our most vulnerable communities. My district is from everything on Decatur on the west end all the way east past Nellis to Christie Lane, from Charleston on the south end all the way north past Craig to Ann Road. So I look forward to getting to work. I'm a hard worker, and I'm always accessible to the constituents that we represent.
That ain't true.
We're very fortunate to have you, sir, on our board, and look forward to good things ahead as we work together. Thank you so much. All right, that will close item number 20. We'll go to citizen participation. Ladies and gentlemen, items raised under this portion of the agenda cannot be deliberated or acted upon by the Board of Commissioners of the Southern Nevada Regional Housing Authority until the notice provision of the open meeting law have been complied with. If you wish to speak on matters not listed on the posted agenda, please step to the podium and clearly state your name and address and spell your last name for the record. If any member of the board wishes to extend the length of the presentation, this will be done by the chair or by board by majority vote. All comments by speakers should be relevant to the Board of Commissioners of the Southern Nevada Regional Housing Authority. Are there any individuals that would like to speak at this time during this citizen participation?
Yeah, me.
Can we provide Ms. Turner with a microphone? Thank you, Tommy.
Beatrice Turner. You know, I've been around for 30-some years, and I have never seen the stuff that I see now. And then when you, as the chairman, want to change the bylaws, I ain't never, and I ain't a meeting I didn't miss during that time. I ain't never, ever known that to happen, that they changed the bylaws so a person could just sit there as the chair because they don't want to move as a chair. No, there's other people sitting on this board that can be the chair and the vice chair.
I agree.
And you know you playing the Donald Trump role, and that ain't
I
gonna work.
disagree.
No, I ain't.
Yeah. Thank you for that. In terms of bylaws, that was not a posted agenda item today. Bylaws are subject to be reviewed and revised on a case-by-case basis within any organization, and that's their prerogative to do that as a board. But thank you for that comment, Ms. Turner. Yes, ma'am. Hi, Ms. LeGrand.
Hey, how you doing?
Long time no see.
It has been. Hey, Tommy, how you doing? Dora LeGrand, 4048 Patterson Avenue, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89104. In order for a board to oversee an agency, they not only need to set the standard for the agency, but they need to be the standard. As of this moment, you guys are out of compliance with the statute. The statute requires, 2019, the revision required that there be, the county had 3 seats. They had 1 governing body seat, 1 non-governing body seat, and 1 tenant seat. As you sit today, you have 2 governing body seats, and that's not the way it was supposed to be. And in case, you don't need to take my word for it, I brought the statute so all of you can look, so that all of you can look at it on page 4 and review it yourselves, because you are out of compliance right now. Right. And in addition to that, I guess you have several resident commissioners that are missing. We've been through COVID. We did a whole election through COVID. There is a way, I saw Tracy here, she knows how to make sure that you have these resident commissioners. So you guys are all sitting here making decisions for people, yet you aren't giving them a voice. That's not fair. And the one resident commissioner that you do have here, you discard her, you disrespect her, you hide things from her. That's not right. So I ask that you guys take a look at your policies and your procedures, and that you get it together.
Thank you, Ms. LeGrand, for that input. I will state that the 2 vacancies are the City of North Las Vegas and the City of Las Vegas, and our awesome team here at the Housing Authority have vetted several individuals, 5 of which were submitted to each jurisdiction. Interviews were conducted, and we have 2 candidates that need to go through the protocols within the City of North Las Vegas and the City of Las Vegas jurisdiction to be ratified for appointment through the city councils. Subsequent to that, they will be presented to this board. But yes, thank you so much
But the
for that.
statute requires that those seats not be vacant, which means that you don't wait until they're vacant. You know, you all have the dates that each one of your terms expire. So you don't wait until the term expires. You start 90, 120, however many days out to make sure that if the term expires in September, in October, when you have a new board, you have the new person.
Duly noted, Ms. LeGrand. In this particular case, both of these individuals that were here previously have moved to different jurisdictions, or at least one for certain has, and that is what created the vacancy in the City of Las Vegas. But understood that having the vacancy is not ideal, and we are addressing that. We've gone through the interview process, and we've literally narrowed it down to 2 candidates. Are there any individuals that would like to also stand and speak during the citizen participation? Seeing none, appreciate you all being here. Thank you, and this meeting's adjourned. I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon.